All right, we've got our first video, I guess I'll say, in the new shop after getting moved in. If you haven't been keeping up, we're now in Minnesota. We're in Rochester, Minnesota now. So we moved from Rochester, New York to Rochester, Minnesota for work, for day job work. So things have been getting set up. Was able to get competing here very quickly, which was great. There's a great club just 15 minutes from our house here. And so this is going to be a quick kind of rundown of my first season shooting limited with my double stack 1911 style pistol. There's a lot of discussion online about what to call this style of gun, and that's usually the consensus, as the company STI has the trademark on 2011. So this is a modular double stack 1911, if you want to call it that. Anyway, probably the most common gun used in, or style of gun used in limited class in USPSA, in major power factor being 40 caliber. Or 40 Smith & Wesson. Shout out to USPSA single-handedly keeping 40 Smith & Wesson alive. It's pretty much not used anywhere else anymore. Currently, pretty much the pistol world is owned by 9mm with modern powders, bullets, and everything like that. The caliber debate is pretty much over as far as many people are concerned. Caliber debate being 9 versus 40 versus 45. So yeah, basically anything other than 9 isn't alive because of competition as far as I'm concerned. Most the military uses 9mm and has for my entire life, and a lot of police just do what the military does, and so yeah. Anyway, so this gun isn't cleaned up yet. This is last match was a couple weekends ago, or October 26th actually. You can check out that video from the Halloween match. So you can see one match of around 200 rounds. It gets pretty dirty. End of the dust cover there, end of the barrel. This I had cleaned it, not fully stripped it, but just field strip cleaning before that last match. So I just wanted to show the wear, as a lot of people online were, and some of the forums were like, well, that's Cerakoted, it's going to get all scratched up. I'm like, yeah, I know. So you can see the wear on the barrel there, on the barrel hood and the chamber. That's pretty much the only place there's wear. There's a little bit at the end, kind of hard to see because it's Cerakoted with a silver anyway, but kind of those high spots from dry fire practice, a little spot you can kind of see there, and that's okay. It doesn't really bother me. It's to me a little more cool when a gun has that wear on it from being used. So overall, it did take some getting used to. I was very surprised at it. Again, with the caliber difference, I didn't think it was going to be that much of a difference, but it really was. Or not, I don't want to say it messed me up, but basically going from shooting 9 to 40, there is a noticeable difference in recoil, how the gun handles, how it cycles, and that took some getting used to. So basically what I'm thinking, so take a step back. If you've watched a lot of my videos on building guns and customizing them, basically what it always comes down to for me, for what I'm going to do to a gun or with a gun, is where were failure points for me while using it. Be it, well, for me it's mostly pretty much always competition shooting. For me, the weak points in how this gun right now is, for me, is the grip. I had originally purchased the DVC style grip that STI uses on pretty much all of their factory guns now. So this is a stippled grip, basically melted with a something like this over here a wood burner or soldering iron with separate tips. And the one thing that I was surprised when I first got this grip is that it's actually, in my opinion, not very grippy. It looks cool, but it's not very grippy at all. I felt like that with the higher recoil, and also with they do a bit of a grip reduction. With my size hands, to me it felt a little small. I didn't feel like I could get a really solid. I can't really get a solid purchase on the gun compared to my M&Ps with with a large or extra large grip panel that bumps out on the sides, and with my grip tape on the front strap and sides there. So essentially what is it I decided I'm going to do, and I'm going to make a total video about how to make your own grip tape templates, I have just raw grip tape. It's still in a package, but just skateboard tape, basically, just black, that I'm going to make my own templates for. You can just buy it already made for the standard unstippled grip, but ever since it's at slightly different dimensions, I'm going to make my own grip tape templates, and again do a whole video on how to make templates if you just like to do stuff yourself or just want to learn. So I'll be adding that grip tape full wrap around. Every part of the grip will be grip taped. And then I've been waffling back and forth on this. Thumb rests are allowed in limited division in USPSA. They have for a couple years now, I think. And so I'm going to get a Nitro Fin 2.0, which replaces the barrel link slide stop here, or not the barrel link, but the slide stop and this component here. So there's a thumb rest built into it that you push down there. Reviewing a lot of my videos, my grip was kind of fumbly. And again, that's where I felt my weak point was shooting this season here. After I got used to it and was shooting weekly again, I ended up doing pretty decently in the third. The club has 3 seasons of about 6 or 7 weeks, and I ended up placing second in limited in the third season, which I was happy with. Anyway, so I'll be getting that in the next month or two for my birthday present to myself coming up. I was thinking about getting a new shielded safety on this side with a bigger paddle as well for that support, but I opted against that because I didn't really have issues with my thumb riding the slide or getting chewed up by the serrations here. And then also because this is already completely blended together, and I wouldn't want to reblend it and get it recoated and just take that extra time and expense. So yeah, I'll be making grip tape, so keep your eyes peeled for that video. And the installation of the Nitro Fin isn't really an installation, it's as much just an assembly. And then I'll also be having to modify my holster to accommodate that extra paddle coming out on the side. So I'll do a whole bit about that, and that will also be a new holster offering that I'll be making, to accommodate that for anybody who's interested. So the other day, just wrapping up now, the other day I had cleaned my mags very thoroughly, and now I'm just going to do a basic, again, field strip cleaning here. I'm not going to do a full teardown cleaning until I have, maybe not until I have the Nitro Fin, but in a couple weeks I'm going to do a full ultrasonic cleaning because I still want to do some practice before I do the grip tape and stuff like that. So that'll be in the next couple weeks. Alright, so that is kind of the end of the season recap for me for shooting limited class. It was a lot of fun. It was different enough, and obviously a blast shooting a gun that you made almost from scratch, designed from exactly how you wanted it, hand fit, everything like that. So keep your eyes peeled for videos starting up again now that things are settled after the move and the shop's all together. FFL should be, or edited change of address FFL should be in the mail any day now, according to the ATF. So I'll be look for new things coming, online store and everything like that. So thanks for watching. and keep posted for new videos coming soon and new things for the business. And yeah, have a great rest of your day.